Okay. FedNow, I have this up real quick just because it goes in harmony with this Bank of
What we just
International
talked
Settlements,
about.
what we just talked about in the CBDC. And just real quick, we're already looking at these settlement layers being brought directly to what institutions or maybe in the future retail. You mentioned this before the video, but we could see how blockchain and crypto could at some point, I would say, get rid of commercial banks, but definitely make the role that they play a lot smaller or nuanced.
Yeah, there's some debate amongst the people who watch the Fed and looking long term, where are things headed. And one of the things people are talking about is if the CBDCs, if that does come out and become a thing, of course, it'll probably be initially a settlement layer between commercial banks and central banks, maybe national. Then it goes down to the commercial level where, organizations, institutions can use this. But the question is does it eventually go down to the retail individual level to where, you have a Fed account and you're trading in assets or using a monetary unit that's a liability of the Federal Reserve instead of being the liability of a commercial bank. And what does that mean? And I think this FedNow, this new service that they're offering institutions and businesses as like a quicker settlement service, kind of like a Venmo or PayPal, a digital payment plan, a payment service, that this is kind of a first step towards the Fed actually offering money directly instead of being like a lender of last resort for the other entities that are the ones that are issuing money. Because that's what people don't realize is we talk about the Fed and the money printer go burr, but the Fed doesn't really create money all that much, very little. Most of the money creation happens at the commercial bank level. And so what does it mean when that changes?
In fact, there's a term that was, I forgot the who termed this. It was actually not that long ago.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that term
10 or 20
from.
years, but it's an economic term. It's a financial term. It's not, even though it's called shadow bank, it's not some nefarious term. It's really just referring to the money creation that does take place outside of
the banking system, the traditional banking system. Yeah, this is like those non-bank entities like hedge funds that are able to issue paper debt that is money-like.
It's legal. We're not talking about anything illegal.
Legal for sure.
It's the way the banking system works. If you have a mortgage, you have a home loan, you got something else, the bank can take that asset and they can go out and they can create money and make a loan upon that. And there are other people that are able to create money and out of debt or out of collateral. So this shadow banking system where money is created is done outside of the traditional banking system or the government. It's not like we're gonna print a little bit more money. So it's
and if you look at those numbers, they dwarf anything going on in crypto, by many orders of magnitude.
And like if you're is it Georgia, who's the lady from the IMF? Georgia?
Yeah, you got it. I don't know how to say it, but yeah, I think Georgieva maybe or something.
And there's Christine. There's a couple
Lagarde.
of them. Lagarde. Or you look at Jenny Yellen or Gensler. It's like to come out and pretend that the cryptocurrency market is something that everyone needs to hurry and do something about. It's like, well, you've got a $100 trillion problem that is being affected by raising of interest rates. We've got other issues going on in the banking system that dwarf. We talked about, you've got $5 trillion a year in the fraud in the global economy. You've got billions of $50 billion just in call center scams targeting people in one country. So when you put all this together and how large this is, does it make sense for Jenny or someone to come out and say, we better act now and regulate this now? It's putting our whole financial system at risk. It's like, no, it's not. It's the water maker in the boat analogy. It's like the crypto market, like you said, the tail doesn't wag the dog in this sense. The crypto market is a baby. You could look at the whole crypto inflated value, which isn't really this high. Nowhere close to this high. And although people love to believe it's getting bigger and bigger, so they like to use the biggest number in the crypto world. Look, it's $1 trillion. Look, it's 2 trillion. Yeah, it could be half this realistically, you know, or 75% of that. This
A
is
little bit
all
of
of it.
mark-to-market
I mean,
accounting going on here.
a lot of mark-to-market accounting going on here, right? And pumped up fake tokens that are
Yeah.
that are worthless. So is it really a full trillion? No. And what's even funnier about this is that this $1 trillion is mostly Pantera Capital, Alameda Research, Silvergates, MicroStrategies. It's mainly institutional money that's come flooding in here in the last several years. It's not the little guy that's coming mining Ethereum or mining Bitcoin or getting a little bit of their paycheck and supporting
Right.
Zilliqa or whatever's going on here. So it's interesting. It's good to understand like the scope of what the problem is. If someone is holding a match over a sink and you say, hey man, you be careful, you're going to burn yourself. We're going to get everyone to focus on making sure this doesn't have you don't hurt yourself. But meanwhile, there's a lit cigarette in a trash can with paper towels or something else going on, and you're not paying attention to that. I would say the shadow banking industry, the global fraud, the corporate fraud that's already happening within the traditional, what's going on with interest rates and the Fed and selling off the balance sheet and how that's going to affect the economy.
Lots of bigger concerns than
There are
DeFi,
so
staking.
many bigger concerns than DeFi and staking, which first of all, clearly the people in politics don't even understand that. I can't say that, I don't know, but it doesn't appear that they understand some of the nuances between proof of stake, staking in DeFi, staking in an application, decentralized app built on a blockchain. And so to come out and be worried, I would say this is kind of good news. If you know Elizabeth Warren, you should give her a big old hug right now and just pat her on the back and say, it's okay. Tell her just sell it. So it's okay. Gary Gensler too. Give him I'd do it. I'd see him. I'd give him a big old hug and just say, don't say anything. Just don't say anything. Just feel it. Just feel it. I would hug him right now. I'm hugging Gary Gensler. I get Janet Yellen and Gary Gensler together. All three of us do a 3-group hug and say, just leave all that politics, all that stuff that you're supposed to say for whoever you work for. Just leave it. Just take a breath. Because right now, you don't have to worry. I would say right now, I want to show you something. I want to open your eyes to a world where you don't have to really worry, because you do need to worry about this other stuff though. This other stuff you do need to worry about, but the crypto stuff, it's tiny.
Good.
You need to go back to this over here, and we'll continue. But yeah, all right. Well, that's a good update on the size of the shadow banking system, what's going on with regulation, what's really to worry about, and we'll definitely keep you updated on the latest developments. Hope you enjoyed that clip. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscription, notification bell if you want to get the latest drops. Of course, all of this is educational, entertainment information to help you in your journey, learning more about blockchain and how to participate. None of this is financial advice, investment advice. However, if you'd like to learn more about blockchain and crypto, we've got plenty of videos and playlists as well that walk you through DeFi tutorials, how to get involved. And if you'd like some more one-on-one help, check out our website, wisebeyondbitcoin.com. We've got plenty of free resources for you to scroll through and check out in your journey, your blockchain crypto journey. Of course, you can also drop us a line. Let us know what you'd like to learn about. Time is money. Knowledge is power. Benefit from our experience. Let us know what you'd like to learn more about. We'd be happy to help you. Until the next time, have a beautiful day. Namaste, y'all.